Hey, it's Andromeda, and I'm just quickly running to my local grocery store to grab some few items I need. And I wanted to make a hydrating drink with you for the summer. This is one of my recent favorite drinks. So all you're gonna need is some tart cherry juice, coconut water, the Himalayan salt, but all I got is Mediterranean salt. And this makes about 2 servings of these glasses. It's about 330 milliliters. So you're going to split this coconut water into 2 even parts. Once you have filled that up evenly, then you're going to go ahead and add your tart cherry. Then you just fill it up to the top, You get a juice with no added sugar. This is the one I have. It's Georgian. And these are really good. You can drink it like this. You just have to add the salt. Or my personal preference, I like to chill it in the refrigerator after it's been cold for a few hours. Then it's really good too. Thank you to my co-host Nino. That is my super favorite hydrating drink for the summer. If you try it, let me know what you think. That girl is knowing that you actually are already that girl, and now you're just taking those steps to get there. Taking care of yourself, eating enough food, the right foods to help you feel better, giving your body energy, getting enough sleep. That's where I fail. Self-accountability is good when you use it to learn from those things and evolve from it. I'm having my breakfast. I'm having 2 eggs, a thing of a slice of buckwheat, some arugula, and mozzarella, and this is my breakfast. As you can see, everyone's breakfast is going to be different. This is just what I came up with today. I normally don't have mozzarella for breakfast, mostly because it has to be fresh, so it's not always made fresh. I like really fresh mozzarella. Then I have this probiotic drink because I accidentally had milk yesterday and I'm suffering from it because I'm lactose intolerant. Cheese doesn't do that to me, so I'm good on that front. I have a green fresh juice and of course coffee. Delicious. I like to mix in my own agave, like when they put too much sugar and then you're like overwhelmed. No, I don't like that. And then of course a journal for being that girl, to evolving to who you are, your true form. And then you're like, what's this? Okay, so today we're going to be taking shots. These kinds of shots. Wait, let me move it closer. These kinds of shots. We're going to be doing these kind of shots. So this is a multivitamin, and then this is a probiotic. So those are the shots we're going to be doing today, okay? Some collagen, we're gonna have omega-3s because we need that omegas, NAD. That's what I'm gonna be taking for today, but I find it easier if I put it in a cute little bag and then I can just like bring it to me when I'm eating mealtime. You are that girl, and every step that you take to get there, you are evolving. Hi, and we're back because I wanted to show you my evening routine. So this is not just this isn't about aesthetics, this is about how we feel. So I also want part of my glow up to be not just my outward but my inward, and one of my biggest areas where I'm not doing the best at, I feel like, is my sleep. I have really bad insomnia. I feel like I'm not the only one, so this is a new routine that I'm working on to see if this helps me with my better sleep. Really intense, but if it gets results, then I will feel better because I will be getting better sleep, so I'll be able to do more things and be more productive, which is really great because that's all we want, is to feel better. It's going to help me rebuild my routine and show up for myself and hold myself accountable for my habits. I'm learning to listen to my body and not punish it. So when I'm hungry, I will eat. And before, I used to rush through breakfast or skip breakfast, and that will later lead me to crash out and burn. So this habit is more to eat well and nourish my body and be more grounded, and also allow myself, because I'm nourishing my body, to be more present for my friends and my family. Of my glow up is choosing peace. And what does that mean? That means cutting out the people and things that are toxic for you. So people who engage in toxic behaviors, everyone has their own boundaries, and I'm not here to go around and judge other people. That is not my job. But I am allowed to put the boundaries, like people who are cheaters. I'm not going to be friends with them, because then I'm allowing that in my space to happen. Or say I'm going to do something and then they don't show up, and then you just become disappointed and you waste your energy counting that someone's going to do something or follow through with an action, and that now you're just wasting your time and energy, when having that place for your mind and your heart, I am no longer going to allow. And this is going to help me by being more peaceful and getting rid of unnecessary stress. It's not a strict routine. I'm not following these strict rules or guidelines. I'm just picking more greens and foods that are more whole foods, that are going to support my energy as well as support me through the day, to allow me to be more present and be there, as well as fuel my body properly. And adding more greens. Some people love vegetables and they can eat it with no problem. I am on the journey of finding new vegetable recipes and incorporating them into my diet so that I can feel better and have more energy with other foods, not just vegetables, but other foods as well. Just sprinkle in there, sprinkle there. That's probably why you'll see a lot of arugula. As arugula, I feel very good when I eat it. So I want to find more vegetables that I am comfortable with eating, and recipes that I like, because I feel like flavor is such a big part of life. So you want to find good tasting recipes that fit in and work for you. The ritual is a way of winding down and signaling to myself that the night is ending. It is time to start getting ready for bed. As I mentioned, I have problems with my sleep, so my sleep ritual might seem slightly intense. You may not need all these things. If for you, you can fall asleep in 5 seconds, and that's totally okay. Either we'll drink green juice we'll get fresh greens, like pressed green vegetables, and I'll just get whatever. I don't really care about the taste, because in liquid form it is actually very easy for me to drink, because I can just ask them to add a thing of pineapple or green apple, anything, and it's perfectly fine. If I don't go and get green juice, then I will drink it in the powdered thing. This does have added stevia. I'm sure you can find like a no sugar one if you just don't like the taste of stevia. I didn't like the taste of stevia before, but I've kind of grown to like it. But I found that it actually really just depends on the brand. This is a new addition to my routine. I haven't been doing it as long as some of the other items, but I feel much better and more energy throughout the day when I actually do drink my beetroot powder. There's not very much of a taste, so I'll just have these with my added collagen. This is by Onus. This one actually tastes very good because it just tastes like orange juice. So I'll drink them all together. You can drink them separately, but this is just to avoid drinking like 8 cups, because I feel like 8 cups, it's not very real, especially if you're on the go and you have things to do. 8 cups it could be overwhelming, so to shorten it, I will sometimes just add in and make a concoction, but really it's just to simplify. Here is my tea. This is the Sleep Blend. It has organic peppermint, organic fennel, organic chamomile, and organic tulsi. So you could create your own blend and have this tea, or you can just buy a sleep one. This is the one that I started recently doing and it's really great. And then I will also add in a dandelion root tea with it. In terms of taste, I don't actually think, in my opinion, you need sugar with it. I drink it without sugar because I find the taste to actually taste good. If it bothers you, you can add a teaspoon of honey, or you can also go ahead and add stevia, agave, monk fruit, really whatever is your cup of tea, and that's totally okay. Just put the dandelion root tea in here so that actually I remember to take it if they're together, so I won't take one without the other. And it's kind of like a hack in my opinion. And so whatever your routine is, this is what I do to get me to start signaling to my mind, hey, it's time to go to sleep. Hey, it's time to go to sleep. And then of course we're gonna add in our hot water. I don't like my tea that hot, so I'll do half regular water and half hot, or I'll let it sit for a while and then it'll get to a more comfortable temperature. But warm liquid is really good for you because it'll support digestion. Fun concoction. The Onus collagen, as you can see, it's orange flavored. Because this is liquid, it actually does not matter the temperature of the liquid, but the powdered collagen ones, you're going to need some hot water, otherwise it's going to clump, and no one really likes when they're heavy. And also not everyone accounts for it to be clumpy, and then you have to either get like a protein blender bottle thing, or if you have an extra time, this is absolutely unnecessary, which is why I say just put a little bit of warm water first to mix everything, and then you can add it so it's room temperature but it's not clumpy. Is you can get like a small pot on the stove and warm it up a little bit, but again, that's kind of time consuming or unnecessary because now you just have clumpy mixture. So it's a lot easier to just get the warm water, save you some time. I mean, anything that saves time really is a great benefit. It is 1 scoop of the beetroot, and I will just add it up and add that hot water. And then those are the 2 things I drink alongside with a cup of water, just because I'm also focusing on drinking enough water. It's just a habit that I need to really work on and put myself discipline on drinking enough water, because your body does need water. It's great to drink all these things, but you also need to be drinking enough water for yourself. And this is not medical advice or anything. Of course, talk to your doctor for what your body needs. This is just a routine that I'm trying for myself to see if I can help with my sleep, whether it's the act of the ritual of drinking these drinks before I go to bed, or it's the fact that these things actually help me. I'm not sure, but I do know when I drink beetroot, I do feel a lot better during the day. I have more energy, I feel more awake, I'm less groggy in the morning, and that makes me more present. I used to have an all or nothing mindset when it comes to food, and now I'm unlearning that. In life, I feel like we learned a lot of absolutes, and sometimes they don't apply to everything. No food is evil or bad. I'm just finding more healthier options. Now I'm learning what will make me feel good today, and I'm leading with that to start my day, to start my meals, or when I'm having snacks, because sometimes we need a snack. Who doesn't love a snack? It's not about perfection. This is about picking habits that are going to make us feel better for the long run. And I don't believe that starving yourself or doing these weird diets or weird things is going to give you a result that you really want. It's just going to cause unnecessary pain and stress to you and your body. I'm not picking those things. I'm picking by leading with things that are going to make me feel good now, tomorrow, next week, next month. So that's why I'm working on my sleep thing, because I can eat whatever I want, whatever exercise I want, but if I'm not getting enough sleep, or you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to feel great. You can't give 100% because you don't actually have 100% to give. And that's by picking healthier habits and leading with those. In picking healthier habits for my sleep, I'm respecting my body and I'm respecting my routine and ritual. And that's what I wanted to leave you with today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, or anything else you want me to get into. Or if you have any healthy recipes, I'm willing to try. And I will see you on to the next one. Bye!